Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric. Catch me on JR and the Crew right now. Grab your popcorn, sit your ass down, and check it out and enjoy this shit. Wayne.
Concrete, what the hell are you doing? I'm cleaning the pool, dude. Tomorrow's a big day, baby. I got this. I got it.
Dude, we already have a pool guy that comes in twice a week.
Where?
Right over there, look.
He looks good doing it, too.
I know, right? Dude, you don't even know what the hell you're doing. That thing goes in the pool.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It's a vacuum.
All right, man. Look, I'll be here tomorrow. Is that still cool?
Yes, like I promised you, tomorrow. Not too early, but tomorrow at the same time.
You got the best pool on the block, man. If not the world. You know that, right?
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
Hey, where you going with that? That's mine.
You're right. You're right, man. Change the tire. It's a little loose.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of JR and the Crew, man. We are here today, man. And yes, okay, we might have a little bit, some people missing today, but we actually have somebody back, finally.
I'm back.
He's back. Slick Vic is back, but it's like you come back when everyone left.
Yeah.
He comes back, everyone leaves, everyone's like, screw that, dude, I'm out of here, man.
They're scared of me.
They're scared, you know, he's back. But you're good.
I'm good.
All right, you're good.
Negative, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Trying to get them lungs back together.
Thank you, God. Just don't touch me. Yeah. Hey, but people treat it like it's like a plague. Like when you get it, they treat you like a plague, dude.
Yeah. They're just like outcasted and I had to go to the hospital. I was on IVs.
Oh, that's right. You went to the hospital, yeah.
It was bad, bro. It was bad. I have a whole new respect for COVID. I was like, whatever about it, but now I kind of respect it now.
Yeah.
Still not gonna get the shot, but
No, real talk, man.
No, we're gonna get the shot.
I mean, it's real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Man. It's all in God's hands, bro.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Oh yeah.
No, but we also have, man, in the house, we have two special guests. We have a guest co-host, so he better not try to act like he's a guest.
Nah,
So, we got Renee, the photo king,
the poet king.
The poet king.
He changes his tag now.
Oh, he was wrong, dude.
Well, what happens is I keep getting hacked, so you guys can't blame me. And then they won't let me use the original name I have on there, so there you go. So it kind of sucks, you know, for all the hackers. I'm still there. Ha suckers.
He just created a new one, man.
We'll just keep him as Poet King.
Yeah, Poet King, finally. Okay,
Poet
guys, this is
King.
the Poet King photography, something like that. I don't know,
Keep
man.
it going, man.
Yeah, just keep it going.
I just keep going with it.
But also, man, we have our special guest, man. We got Big Citric in the house, man. And, yeah, we've been trying to get this guy for the longest time, right, Vic? Yeah, Vic would message him. What actually finally happened, I guess I got to finally meet you. And then after I was like, dude, you coming on our podcast? And then I have him on video too. So I was like, cool, he confirmed it. So I was like, hell yeah. And then Danny from Falcon Pictures also hit you up as well.
Yeah. Deanna told me too. Yeah, Deanna was one of the first ones that asked me about, well, come on the show, and I go, yeah, you know, just give me a date, man, and we'll figure it out, man. You know, I actually give me some dates and we'll figure it out.
Right.
And yeah, then I ran into you at the velorio.
Yeah.
And then we just made it happen from there.
Hell yeah, dude. And who'd you bring, man?
It's my son Eric, a.k.a. Nugs.
Nugs, yeah. I know, I see him in a lot of the videos and stuff too, man. Because you have your own podcast too, right?
Yeah, the Big Citric Show.
The Big Citric Show, man. Yeah, so I see like when people show up and stuff, they do their videos, and then your son's right there like,
yeah.
What?
He'd be chilling in the background, man. He's always chilling in the background. Sometimes I try to put him in front of the camera, but he's more like
behind the scenes.
Yeah, he wants to be behind the scenes and doing the technical stuff, man. That's what we call him, the tech guy too.
The tech guy, all right. Because was it last week? Johnny Manolo was gonna go, right? Chicano Hollywood.
Yeah.
But you weren't gonna be there, so then.
Yeah, I couldn't make it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna go because I was gonna go do like a Chicano spotlight thing on you.
Oh, okay.
But then they said, "Oh no, he's not coming." So then.
Yeah, I think we were in Vegas or something, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I told him, Spencer, bro, I would really love to go, but I go on. Hopefully on the next one. I know they're gonna have more, man. You know.
That's tight though, man.
Yeah.
So Big Citric, man, how did this all start, bro? How did it start with the comedy? Where you live? Where'd you grow up, man? How'd you get so big?
Well, Well, the big is not that hard, man. Just eat. You know, some, just, not coming out of the buffets, man. Just living there, man, pretty much.
But no one ever thought you were just like a bouncer? Like maybe like right there?
No, I mean, I've done security.
Okay.
In the past, yeah, I've done security. I grew up in East LA, Boyle Heights, so,
right.
Growing up, and especially in the 80s, man, there was, a lot of confrontations all the time, man. Like every neighborhood was a block,
You're right there, yeah.
Every block was a hood,
That's right.
So it's like some gangster shit. So it's like you couldn't really do much other than, like just you had to get down,
That's right, yeah.
There wasn't a lot of shootings like there is now, but as it got, the years went by,
right.
stuff just got out of control. But yeah,
because you were tall, right? So you were tall back then. So people would just size you up, like, oh,
they would just size me up, man. Yeah, I was already like, I think I was like 13. I was like 6 feet or something.
Damn. Oh, definitely people were like, oh,
but did they mess with you or no? Not really.
Not really, man.
No, I
wouldn't mess with them either. I'd be like, hey.
I mean, that was an advantage and stuff, but we did have confrontations,
Yeah.
I ended up getting shanked one time, by some fool, because. Not a lot.
What happened to the shank?
He just barely got me, man.
Barely got in.
Just a tip, doggy.
Hey, he got shanked like.
That was too tickling me.
It was just a tip, man. But yeah, and then my mom got all scared and she ends up sending me like some Will Prince shit, man. Like Fresh Prince. I mean, sending me to Mexico.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, for like 3 years because I was getting out of control here, and just hanging with the wrong crowd, bro. And that's just what happens. But I came back, and I was still doing a bunch of shit I shouldn't have been doing. But that kind of led me to like you got to defend yourself at all time, man.
Right.
So little by little, I got into security. Started doing, and later on I ended up doing security for Master P. I was working for No Limit Records for a while.
Hell yeah!
And I was like the only Mexican, rolling with them fools,
right?
Right. And because they had other security, but from their hometown. And so we would go places, and then people would be like, "Hey, it's Kid Frost."
It's Kid Frost. Hey, dude, He doesn't like
all you needed was a brim. You'd have been straight.
That was it. Kid Frost. So I would get that a lot, man. I'm like, nah, I'm security, man.
What is time?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So it was funny, man. But I had some good times working for Master P, man. And that was around the time Snoop Dogg was signed to the label. So I would get to do bodyguard for Snoop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then then on the No Limit Army tour, he had the whole dog pound with them. He had Exhibit with them.
Wow.
So I got to hang out with those guys, man. And Exhibit, like we got close, man. And you know what I'm saying? It was like really cool dude, man. To this day, we're still like, we chop it up here and there. Whenever,
that's tight, man.
Yeah, whenever I run to him, it's all love, man.
So that where kind of where you started getting into that in that whole industry now?
And after that,
security?
Because originally I was doing music, we started doing as Browntown, I know I got ahead of myself, but we used to do music as Browntown, and then I went to Browntown Looters, and then we started doing all Spanish. It was called Pueblo Café. So during that whole time, but before the Pueblo Café stuff, like officially became, we were doing tours back in the early 90s. We got our first record deal. It was a single deal in 1992 called Dope House in the Ghetto. And then it was dope that we got, it started blowing up in the underground.
That's crazy.
So we got to do tours. We were touring all over the country, and we were doing stuff with Malamanese and Kid Frost at the time.
Was it like what
Lighter Shade of Brown?
Like it's Lighter Shade of Brown.
It was, it's like we were like they like now they consider us like the pioneers. Some of the pioneers of Chicano rap, but. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there was, back then, it wasn't known as Chicano rap. We were just known as just rap.
Yeah,
Chicanos trying to do rap,
Right.
So it was a Chicano rap. So we didn't have that title yet. So we were just doing shit because it was Lighter Shade of Brown, Kid Frost, Mellow Mayonnaise.
Right.
And I think it was ALT. Yeah, it was ALT and a couple of Spanish Fly. And it was just like a little handful of us. And we were able to do a tour like through California, and
that's tight, man.
Yeah, so and then that took out to Arizona and New Mexico and Texas, the whole Midwest.
It's big out there.
Yeah,
it's the border. You have to hit all the border.
Exactly, man. All the lowrider shows.
It'd be all the lowrider shows.
All the lowrider shows. Yeah, man. We were doing like mad events with Johnny Lazoya. Yeah. Johnny Lazoya, he's from I think his company was called Super Events. And he used to throw these big ass shows in Arizona, and New Mexico and Texas.
Wow, that's crazy.
So he would always bring us out, man, and so we were doing a lot of stuff with in Cast, man. But then there was a time period that everything kind of died out. You know, and then nothing was going on, so I was just hitting the studio and just recording stuff, and that's when I was doing stuff with like Spanish out. I started getting to doing Spanish rap, you know, as Pueblo Café. So we just kept doing that for a while, and then I didn't put none of that out for a while. We were just sitting on it for a few years, and then we ended up we got a record deal in Japan. So we went to Japan in '98.
Wow.
You know, with
because they love Latino stuff.
Oh, they love
Chicano
it.
stuff.
You know, they love especially the Chicano culture.
Oh yeah.
They love it, man. So they invited us to a big super show out there, and it was a big lowrider show, and we thought we were the openers or something, or you know how over here they do a bunch of acts and then you got the opener.
Yeah.
It turns out we were the only ones and we were the headliners.
No way.
I was really prepared to do like a 15, 20-minute show, man. They made us do like a whole hour.
Oh, shoot, hell yeah.
I was like, man, I thought I was gonna die after I got off a stage, man. I was out of breath, bro. I was laid out right there.
But that's dope, man. But so the hip hop scene actually took you away from the gang scene.
Yeah, you know, and then when the hip hop scene kind of died out, I started doing security.
All right.
I started doing security, and I did that for a couple years. I was doing security at the House of Blues and all kinds of events, you know. So it was dope because I would get to see a lot of my favorite bands and
right.
perform for free, you know.
Yeah.
And I would always have like a front row seat because I'm just there. I would always post myself up by the stage, you know.
Right, yeah, I'm right here, dude.
Yeah, my supervisor never tripped. Oh yeah, you're good right there. No, fuck yeah, I'm good. I'm watching this shit. So I got to see a lot of groups perform for free, man. That were dope, man.
Hell yeah, man.
And then after a while, you know, I was just like, I got back into the music shit, man, and that's when I did the Puerto Café stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they were just demos, and we kind of started like doing little mixtapes, you know, just and we ended up getting a record deal, man. And then at the same time, I started doing a TV show called The Hip Hop Show for 5 years on LATV.
Okay, LATV.
Yeah, we were on
LATV,
LATV. We were on there for 5 years, from like 2000 to 2005. And
shoot. Yeah, LATV. Because they're not here no more, right? They're like in Mexico or something now?
Well, the station is still here, but I don't know exactly what they're doing over there. But I know the station is out there in Santa Monica.
Oh, so out there, okay.
So it's still out here in LA. I just don't know what exactly.
Yeah, I haven't heard
what they're doing now.
It was huge.
It was huge, man. For a while, man. They had a grip of shows on there, man.
They used to be on the RTD too. I remember they'd be on the little screens on the RTD on the bus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They used to do advertising. They had a cool little budget, not a huge budget like all these other stations that
Right. But they were doing their thing.
They were doing their thing, man. And they had some money, man. So they were able to advertise us and stuff like that. And it was not only on cable and all that, but it was also like on the antenna channels.
Like on channel 18?
Yeah, it was like on channel 57 or something, man. You had to get the scrambler or whatever.
Right.
You know, just like, adjust the antennas real good. And it would look kind of fuzzy, but you got it right there.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, but you got it, man. So shout out to Illegal Interns. They're the one that was the name of their crew, and that's what they started that, man.
Shoot, man.
So it was crazy, dope, man. But it was dope because we got to showcase a lot of hip hop from all over the world.
Okay.
We focused on LA on the ground, and we showed once in a while like one or two good videos that were popping on mainstream, but our focus was really underground, the people that weren't getting shine, you know.
Right, that's awesome.
So we were showcasing stuff from France, Spain, you know, like
wow,
all over the stuff, you know, and they got to showcase my stuff in there too. So I was throwing my
of course you're too. Yeah, you do the show, so you're like,
you know, So we were throwing videos. We were showcasing graffiti, you know, b-boy, DJ. Like we represented all the elements of hip hop. That's why the show was called the Hip Hop Show.
Right.
And we just represented all elements of hip hop. You know, we weren't just focused on the music videos. You know, we would show graffiti pieces and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, we were like the number one. We had like the number one ratings on there, man. And the station couldn't understand. We were the lead show they were putting money into. And we had the number one ratings.
Because people can relate to that, you know.
Basically had all the graffiti artists on there that were showcased.
Yeah.
And then that word would spread out throughout the
Right. Yeah.
I remember because we actually did a couple of those episodes for them when with OG Slick and the homie Jimmer. We did for that clothing.
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that clothing.
Well, we did some like crazy walls and stuff like that, and we were hanging off the sides of the walls, and that actually aired on LATV. I think I have like a old footage of that somewhere.
Yeah, no, that was it. I think I'm almost certain it was on the Hip Hop Show.
Yeah, it was on there a couple times.
Yeah, because we had a few people that worked for the show that would go out and get footage. You know, like go hang out with graffiti artists for the day and get footage. You know, obviously everybody banded. You know, not really showing their faces.
Right.
But they would get all all kinds of
back then.
They would get cats hanging from the bridges, spraying it up, all
dope,
messed
man.
up.
That's crazy.
But
yeah.
so we showcased all that, and that kind of led, then in 2005 we dropped the all Spanish album, so that kind of led, like everything just kind of went to that for a while, and then I started doing acting around 2004, 2005. Wow. I just got into it by accident, but nothing happens by accident.
Because you're meeting a lot of people, man.
But
doing what you're doing.
I just look at it like, whatever's meant to be is gonna be,
Right.
Well, no, for me, bro, if I seen you, even as security, bro, I'm gonna be like, dude, this guy stands out, dog.
He stands out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this guy's huge, man.
And I was bigger, dog. I was almost like 500 pounds.
Oh shoot.
I was like 450 at one time.
All right, well, hey, man, Jimmy, dude, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, man, I want to find out how did you get involved in the acting and who actually helped you out and get into the whole thing, man.
Right.
So we'll be right back with Big Citric.
Hey guys, Peter Rodriguez here, production manager at Mortgage Masters. Jay and the crew, they've been blowing up. They're blowing up so much, they got a great new sponsor called Fuzzy Balls. They are the leader in prosthetic canine balls, okay? You see the number below me, call now. Your canine friend does not have to be embarrassed because he has no balls. They specialize in fuzzy balls, shaved balls, and even hairy balls. Okay, so call now. They are the leader in canine prosthetic balls. Call now the number below us. JR and the crew will be right back, so don't go away.
We're back with the big homie Citric.
That's right.
Right before our break, he was talking about how he got into acting.
Yeah,
So, you said what, 2005 you got into acting?
Yeah, like around 2004, 2005, because one of my boys has a website called brownpride.com, right? Sal Rojas. And back in the days, it was just all, showing love to Raza.
Right.
That was real wide, So you had all kinds of bands from from ska, death metal to hip hop, and this website, he was showcasing everybody,
Brown Pride.
brownpride.com. I believe it's still up.
Really?
So, you might find, if you search Browntown Looters on his site, you might find some old pictures of us like in Japan. And
so you didn't get into like Suspect Entertainment?
Yeah, after.
Okay, then sorry, I didn't want to jump ahead.
Yeah, no. So what happened is that I got hit up by Sal, and he goes, "Hey, some people hit me up. They're searching for this one role they're trying to cast somebody." He goes, "They're trying to cast for a Mike Judge film. There wasn't even the movie's called Idiocracy, but it didn't have a title yet. They were just calling it a Mike Judge film." He goes, "They want to know if you want to come in and read, for the part." And I was just like, I go, dude, we're getting ready to drop our all Spanish album called Buscaoro. We had just got a record deal. We're ready to go do a big tour and do all the media run in.
Right.
So my focus was that. I'm like, I'm not even trying to get into the acting shit, And then he kept saying, dude, I'll send you the info. Just go. You never know, man. Just hit them up. See what they tell you.
Just try it out.
Just try it out, yeah. So I sat on it for a couple of days, and then I had told my other boy, rest in peace, Brown Wedo. I told him, and he goes, dude, call him up, man. Just do it. I go, dude, we're about to go on tour. I go, what? And I'm already acting like I already got the part, And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's another thing, and manifesting works, man. You manifest the shit, it'll happen, man. But so I gave it a shot, I called him up and I told him, I go, hey, I got your info from my boy, whatever. They go, yeah, we want you to come in if you see if you're interested in reading for a part for a Mike Judge film. And I knew who Mike Judge was. He was the creator of Beavis and Butthead, The Voices, and King of the Hill, so I already knew who Mike Judge was. So I was just like, damn, I was just tripping out. But I was like, we'll give it a shot. I went down there, I did the audition. And I remember the lady, that was dope, this and that, whatever. And I was like, sometimes they gas you up, whatever.
Yeah.
I bounced like a day or two later. She hits me up. She goes, hey, Mike just saw your video. He was rolling. He's coming in from Texas next week. He wants to have a sit down with you and a reading with you. I was like, all right, cool, man. Yeah. So
did you have any prior experience?
Bro, I had never auditioned for anything in my life.
That was your first time?
That was my first time auditioning.
It.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. So, she calls me up. A week later, I go back in there, And then I meet Mike. You know, we sat down, we chopped it up, and it was just me and him and the camera guy in the room this time. The first time it was like 4 other people, you know.
Right.
This time it was just me, him, and the camera guy. That was it. And we fucking we did a dialogue. And then he was just like, he just sit there and he's just smirking. He has a smirk on his face. He's like, not even laughing, but he has a smirk on his face. And then he goes, I want you to read for this character. So he had me read like for like 3 different characters.
Damn. That's tight though. Then that means he was like, dude, you're good for this. And
he was just trying to see where my abilities, where my talents were at, I guess, too, you know. So then I ended up getting the role of the Secretary of Defense, you know, in the movie. You know, the one thing is I have a long hair.
I was gonna say you had hair like
they give you a wig.
Right?
Yeah, they
oh
give you
hell yeah,
I'm
gonna check that out, dude.
Yeah, it's a must. I think it's on YouTube. I think they're right now. Yeah, they put it up on YouTube for free for like a couple months, but usually it's on cable or you can download the movie. It's called Idiocracy, and it's basically about everything that's going on in the world right now. Man.
Yeah,
if you look at it, you know, so. Like all the media, the critics and all, they're talking about like this movie was made like in 2004, right? So now it's making more light of it, like it's becoming a cult classic,
right? Like they knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like Mike Judge, like he knew what was going on, yeah. And then you know what I'm saying? So so Mike gets a lot of that shit, you know,
like the Simpsons and crap.
Yeah, exactly. So Mike Judge gets a lot of that, you know, and people are like, dude, Mike Judge knew what he knew what was going on, like he knew what was up. But yeah, man. So we did the movie and we shot it out in Texas, you know, and we shot out there for I was out there for like 4 weeks, like a month, you know, and I think the whole movie was like 2 months of recording. Terry Crews is in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know Terry Crews. You know,
yeah.
That's why I became real good friends with him. You know, like
cool, man.
The other, the Owen brother,
Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah, Luke Wilson from the Owen brothers. Yeah, he's the oldest one from the Owen brothers. He's one of the leads, and also Dax Shepard and Maya Rudolph. Yeah. He comedy dude, man.
Yeah,
it was funny, man.
That's a great movie. It's a great
so
movie.
it was a great experience because I had never been on set like that. Like I had only done background twice in my life. You know, and I did some stuff on Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's little Ghetto Boy video. Yeah. Where it was us, Kid Frost, Booyah Tribe. You know, we did
prison scene.
Yeah, we're in the prison scene. Yeah, it was like a riot going on. Everybody that sees it, they go, "Hey, you look like this guy right here, like my son." It's like a younger version, you know. And like, this movie resembles me when I was younger.
Oh man, that's
so when
funny.
they see the video, they're like, "Damn, they trip out. They double take on this movie." So it was that, and then I did another movie with Damien Champa called El Padrino. I was just in the prison scene too, you know, just in the background there. But you know, other than that, I had never did no acting or auditions and stuff like that, man. So it was just a whole new experience, man.
But even though you did the background, it didn't like you didn't think like, hey man, I want to do this. You're just like, nah, I'm gonna get my check. This is cool.
I was just trying to get the money. That was it, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm trying to get paid. You know what it is? I'm not even trying to be seen in the camera. And every time I try to hide from the camera will come towards me.
Yeah, 6 foot something guy.
Hey, I like this guy right here.
You ain't hiding.
Yeah, no. So it's like you couldn't miss me. You know, it was like man. So it was like, and you know, and I was bigger too. So you know, it was like, fuck, you know, for sure, man. Like a big marshmallow out there, man.
That's why, that's why Ghetto Busters.
That's all we're missing with that, man. But yeah, that's where it all started, man. That's where it said it all. You know, I always tell Mike Judge, man, hey man, I owe my acting career to you.
Right?
Goes, nah, man, because you did it on your own, man. I just gave you the opportunity. Well, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
You still keep in contact with him? Like,
yeah. We still keep in contact, man. So
how did because I did go on your IMDb, the International Movie Database, yeah. So and I checked out, but you also did the Lopez, right? Lopez.
Yeah, with George Lopez.
George Lopez and
that's
stuff.
where I caught on to you on that show.
Acting, yeah.
Right. That me too. Yeah, I seen you and I was like, oh shoot, okay, cool. This is Big Citric. All right, cool, man. Yeah. So how did that come about too? How did that? Just man, everything kind of leading up.
It's just kind of like everything just kind of lined up because after I did Idiocracy, within that year, Mike Judge threw me to do King of the Hill.
Okay.
So I did voiceovers on King of the Hill. I was just like, he just he goes, hey man, it goes, I like your voice, man. It goes, I have you in mind for this character, man. I'm doing. It plays Danny Trejo's brother-in-law on one of the episodes. So I was like, cool, man. You know. And this is when we were out there in Texas. We were like the last week of doing Idiocracy, you know. And then he goes, I'll hit you up when we're back in LA, man, and we'll make it happen. And at this time, I had no representation. You know, I had nothing. You know, I'm new boot to the.
Yeah, you're new. You're like, hey, I'm just gonna flow.
Yeah. But the thing about Mike Judge, he always took care of me right on money issues. Nice. You know, like he always made sure I was paid. you know what you know, like they weren't trying to dick me around, man. You know, they were trying to give me they were paying me at scale. You know.
Oh, because you weren't SAG yet. You weren't union.
I wasn't even union.
Oh, okay.
But because of that movie, I was right away. I became eligible.
Okay, yeah.
You usually have to do 3 union jobs before you get on SAG, right? So because of that, I was automatically eligible already.
Did they sponsor you on there, or or
nah, I didn't. You know, because SAG was already hitting me up. You know, but. I didn't even know what the hell SAG was. You know, I was like, man, I don't sag my pants. You know, like. So I thought they were talking about like that. You know, they kept saying SAG what? You know, like, so they told me the Screen Actors Guild. You know, and I was like, oh damn. And I'm like, what is that? It's a union for the actors. You know, like, so I didn't know. So I'm learning all that shit, man, and I didn't join right away, bro.
Right.
I waited. I go, well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I go, do I have to join? Well, no, you don't have to join right now. But they didn't tell me you have to. Once you do three union jobs, now you're on a must join.
Right.
You got to join that thing.
Yes, I've heard
so now
that.
you got to pay. So when it was a little cheaper, I should have jumped on it. It was, you know, but it was like I think like. When I was first eligible, it was like $1,500 to
now
join.
It's like $3,000 or something.
Yeah, and well,
damn,
I'm surprised they haven't picked it up because when I joined, it was like it was around almost $3,000, dog. I had to pay like $2,500, almost $3,000, dog. Yeah.
Wow.
But are you like SAG-AFTRA?
Yeah.
It's combined,
because
right?
that happened automatically.
It happened automatically.
Yeah. Before AFTRA was more like if you were doing TV, and then SAG was for movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now they merged both of them. So now it's SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, well, yeah, it's two different things, but it's one industry. So why, you know? So why make it complicated?
The reason why they merged it, because I was when I was doing background work too. People were telling me, dude, get an AFTRA. And they were telling me, dude, get an AFTRA right now because the merge is going to happen.
Yeah.
You're automatically become SAG. Because AFTRA was like $1,200, $1,000.
It was way cheaper than SAG.
Yeah, it was way cheaper.
It was way cheaper than SAG to join.
But then when they merged, dude,
it became a huge thing.
Dude,
man.
he was like, you're an idiot. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do that.
You know, sometimes because sometimes you don't think about it, like, well, you know, do I really want to get into it? Do I really want to do?
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes it's like, well. Do I really want to drop that kind of money on this shit right now?
Exactly.
You know, because it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get more highly.
No, you're just union. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's, you know, and that's the same thing. My mentality was SAG, but the problem is that I kept getting more work, and then before you know it, I was on the must join. So now I had to join, dog, and it was almost. I think it was like $2,800 that I paid, dog. So I had to join, and I had no choice. And then from there. You know, and then it was weird because after that, dude, I didn't get no jobs. Once I joined SAG, for like a whole year, dog, I wasn't getting nothing. Man. So, you know, so I was just like, man, so I started doing a bunch of other stuff, man, and just doing a bunch of non-union stuff, whatever I could do, man. But
that's true because when I was doing background, there was people that were with background with us, and they would say the same thing, like, I don't want to join the union, bro, because the reason why I stopped doing background because I started like getting really like connected with the PAs and all them, and so I would just go and goof around, bro. I would go in my car, sleep. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, JR, go sleep, man. We'll call you when we're done." I mean, I knew the PAs, so I would just chill.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is boring and stuff. But they were like, "Hey, dude, check this out. You don't want to join SAG because when they do the first like cut of the background, they'll cut the union."
Yeah.
Because they
don't want to pay that much.
They don't want to pay that much.
Yeah.
And they'll keep all the non-union, and then you rack up on the overtime.
And they have to. They have to keep some union on there.
Yeah, they'll keep a couple.
Because it's part. You know, if not, you know,
but they're the first ones
a big
to
old
cut.
lawsuit. But usually they already have the people they already want and they already like.
Exactly.
You know, the people they already work. You know, they work with, so they already have like their favorites too. Man.
Exactly. That's what it is.
So I would do a lot of non-union projects because of that, man.
So like going back to the George Lopez, right? The Lopez Show. Did you have to be part of SAG for that? Or
yeah, I was already. Yeah, so by then I was already SAG after. You know.
So how was that experience with
that came and going back to that first question. It came that stemmed from also Mike Judge's people.
Okay.
Because the Lopez stuff, because Mike Judge had a crew of people that he works with, and there was these other guys, John Osler and Dave Krinsky, that they were executive producers for like Silicon Valley and HBO, a lot of the Mike Judge projects, like on King of the Hill, and they were executive producers and writers. Okay. You know, so these guys are writers. So for a couple of years, they were telling me, "We got something in the mix for you, man. We want to do something to work with you, man. We got something special. We can't tell you yet, but you know." And so I was just like, for like 2-3 years, I was just like, cool, you know, whatever it is, man. So they just keep giving me jobs, man. Like I would just land like Silicon Valley and HBO. I did that. You know, so little jobs. They would just throw little jobs at me here and there, and they were well significant good jobs. You know that they were cool, man. So they kept telling me like that every time. We're working on something. We got you, man. We're working on something. And then one day I get the call, man, for the Lopez ship. And it was my agent at the time. She calls me up. She goes, hey, some people sent me an email that they want to know if you're interested in doing a pilot with George Lopez for a new show that they're trying to work on. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm interested. You know?
Hell yeah.
I was like, what am I supposed to say? Nah, I'm cool with it. You know?
Nah, I don't like that.
George who? You know?
George who?
You're like, right now?
Tell me later. So it was that, and then so we just started doing, I got to meet them, I got to meet them the first day, they set it up. We have a table read. We met at I think it was the Sony Studios in Culver City. And the first day we met, he's sizing me up. It was early in the morning, I remember. Takes off his glasses. He has his shades on, It was early in the morning. You can tell he was partying the day before, man. It was like on a Monday morning, dude. And you listen to me like that because the writer goes, hey, George, this is Citric. He's going to play Manolo. You're your driver on the show. Uh-huh. And then he just took off his shades and he looks at me, says, shakes my hand. Nice to meet you, man. All right, let's get to work. Boom.
Damn,
we sat down. We did the table read, and then he turns around and looks at me. He goes, "Hey, man, the way you read right now," he goes, "you better read like that in the next room." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah, we're about to do now. We're gonna do the real table read where the executives of TV Land." Man.
Oh,
so they took us to the next room.
Oh, you're like, I got it.
Yeah, I was already like, "Oh, cool," Like then he goes, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" So he goes, "Yeah." So then we went to the next room, and there was like 15 executives of TV Land, all sitting down. Oh no, they were getting their coffees and whatever, like popcorn. It was like a play almost. They had chairs, like 15 chairs. They sat down there. And we did the reading again, and it was crazy because when I got to my first line, I stumbled.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh, man, I just jacked this fucking thing up right now, man. Like, that was going through my head. I was like, man, I'm done. I ain't going to get casted for this shit. So, yeah, so then, but I caught it right away, and I caught it and whatever. Right. And then at the end of the day, George looks at me. I was sitting next to George. George looks at me like that. He goes,
good job.
We got it, man. We got
Hell
it.
Yeah, dog.
You got it, that. So, so then after that, and then TV Land still didn't want to cast me 100% in it. And the writers were fighting for it, It's like, that's Manolo. That's him, man. He goes, they did like 2 test focus on me, man. And I passed them with flying colors, man. And by the second season, I became the fan favorite, So they couldn't deny it, but by then they were like, I mean, even before that, they were like, well, we see the chemistry between you and George, so we can't deny the chemistry, So they had no other thing.
You had to go with
they throw me on,
Yeah, you had
but
to
they
go
were still kind of fighting, like they were still trying to audition more Manolos.
We gotta go on a break right now. So.
Oh yeah, man. Real quick, man. We gotta go on a break.
Yeah, for sure.
When we come back, man,
we'll continue on the Manolo search.
The Manolo search. And get it.
What's up? It's your boy Slick Vic right here from Jerry and the Crew, and we got our boy here, Citric. I need to ask you, what grinds your gears?
Hoes that act nice, but they're actually undercover hoes.
Hoes that act nice, but they're
that act innocent.
That's pretty common.
You gonna be a hoe, you know what I'm saying? But don't play the part.
Be a hoe all the way.
Go all the way in, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what grinds his gears.
Kind of videos. Monica right there. I took a bunch of videos of you, Citric. Hey, we are back, man, and we are back with our boy Big Citric, man. And in the break, we were talking about background, dude. Yeah. And you said that it got slow, so you actually did it backwards. You were actually getting lines, and then all of a sudden, you're like, hey, man, the industry's slow. So you started doing background, and people were noticing you, but you were on a background scene with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, because, like you said, it was slow. I had to eat.
Yeah,
so I was like, man. So I got into doing background, and I was doing central casting, the whole.
Oh yeah, central casting.
The whole shebang with that, And a lot of people were like, dude, what? Like you just did Idiocracy, Hard Science, all these other why are you doing background? You're going backwards, you know? Like my agent at the time was Manny Jimenez from Suspect Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, man.
By then I was already with Suspect Entertainment.
Right.
And he was, bro, you shouldn't even be doing background. I go, dude, I got to pay fucking bills, dog. Regardless, you know? So I was doing background and security, you know? And I was doing shit. So people would always trip out because they would recognize me from certain things, you know?
Right.
Like, oh, snap, you know? Like, but so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have mad respect for background because a lot of people don't understand that without background, you know, the movie doesn't have that, you know, what it needs in the background. That feel. It doesn't have that feel. You know, you need the background. You need people. So a lot of these PAs that we were talking about, they need to start treating people that do background with respect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I seen it from both sides, dog, and I see how they always, you know, background, they don't, you know what I'm saying, like gets treated almost like dirt, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously,
they
you know,
call them the cattle.
The principles, it does.
It's
so,
the cattle.
And they shouldn't be like that because without background, the movie doesn't get done either, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And so, long story short with that, you know, I ended up doing background with Adam Sandler. And, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to expect. But I remember we had lunch. And during lunchtime, he came and he sat with everybody at the table with background principals. He didn't care, bro. Like, and you know, the business how principals eat first, background eats last, right?
Right, exactly.
Cast and crew first, and then background. You know, well on Adam Sandler's set, everybody eats at the same time.
Oh,
he don't give a shit. And he comes out and he sits with everybody. How you guys doing? They enjoy your meal. Boom, boom, boom. And he'll sit there. He'll chop it up, crack some jokes and shit. And he'll eat right there with you. You know,
that's
like
the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly. But you know, most big time actors, you know, they go to their trailer and I understand sometimes, you know, they don't want to break character or whatever the situation is. But Adam Sandler, he didn't care, dog, and he took care of everybody, man. Everybody ate the same shit. You know, like. They have principal. They eat certain good shit. And
they have lobster for them, and then you're like, exactly. Oh, no, this is what your guys' side. This is your line.
That's what he had. He had lobster. He had filet mignon. He had lobster tails with cookies, shrimp kebabs. Like he had like a full blown like.
I'm sorry we don't have that for you here today, bro. I'm sorry, I apologize.
And he took care of everybody like that, bro. You know, but you know. Adam Sandler, man, he's got that kind of pool, you know, obviously.
Right,
you know?
right. But you know what? Sorry to cut you off, but you know what about those actors? Because I felt what you're saying right now is what I felt like. I've been on set too, background, and the actors that acted snobby. Yeah. To me, that's why their show got canceled.
Yeah.
But the ones that, like you said, Adam Sandler, those that took care of you, ate. Like I told you, LL Cool J would come up to the background. Hey, everyone being taken care of, because. At the end of the day, too, it's we promote the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we go and tell people, hey, they're cool, man. Shit. And so we start telling people. So it's like people was like, oh, yeah, Adam, you know, oh, this person's cool, this person's cool. So they start watching the show, you know? Because I've been on set, dude, where these actors were like, this guy, they thought everyone left, and I sat there. It was like a hospital show, and the producers, everybody came in. I was just sitting there. And they told everyone to leave. I was like, hell no, it's hot outside. So I sat there, dude. And they go, hey, this is the last episode. The show's canceled. And the guy's like, what? Oh, fuck. He starts yelling, the main actor. But I was looking at him, I was like, because you're a jerk, bro. Yeah. You're a freaking jerk, dog.
Yeah, that's why they say stay humble.
Yeah. No, exactly,
because one minute you're up here, the next minute you're down here. So it's just like, because
it's the audience, it's the fans, bro.
Exactly.
It makes your
But a lot of these cats don't understand that,
they
though,
don't,
man.
dude.
It's your talent that gets you there, but it's the fans that hold you up there, man.
And
you know
that's something about you from day one. You've always been real humble. Right? Every time I've met you, pictures, you're good. Take another one, make sure it came out. Like, which is dope because. You know, I mean, because
at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying, is the people that are supporting what you do are the ones that keep you out there, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these cats don't understand that shit, man.
Right.
They just get, they get up there, they think, oh yeah, well, I got myself here, my talent got, nah, motherfucker. You know, you say, yeah, your talent got there, but the people that
are gonna sustain
that were supporting you, those are the people holding you up.
Hell
man.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
but I think you having that attitude, man, that's great because a person that's you could tell he's in so many freaking movies, and the reason why is because he's a people person. Is Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
That dude will stop and take a picture with you, bro.
Same thing with Danny, man. He won't say no, man.
Yeah, he won't say no.
You know what I'm saying? And even if he's in a hurry, man, and he's got to get somewhere, he'll just be like, all right, let's do it real quick.
Especially if you're a chick, too. He'd be like, hell yeah. You're a chick. Oh, we got to shoot. We're definitely taking this picture right. What's up, bro?
I did hear one thing about Danny Trejo that he was doing a cruise at Dockweiler. And this dude wanted to take a picture of him, right?
Yeah.
And he had no shirt on. And he looked at him, and he's like, Well, Danny didn't have a shirt on either.
Okay, yeah.
But the dude didn't have a shirt on. He's like, go put a shirt on. and he's like,
the dude was ripped.
Yeah, because the dude's like, but he's like, put a shirt on. We're not taking the picture.
Yeah, because he was really super ripped. Danny's like, don't make me look bad.
But that's dope, man. So you met George Lopez and stuff, and then you started to do it because you've done a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I see your face everywhere, bro. Especially do your smile real quick, dog. That face is everywhere, bro. Even your memes are funny, bro. Do you do your own social media?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah, you do your own social media? All right, cool.
No, you don't. Stop that. You got me.
Okay, all right, do the smile again. We got to get you on camera. Dude, everybody knows about that smile, dude. That's a smile, bro. Monica, calm down. Dang, girl. But no,
we got to rewind real quick, though. We missed the whole part about Manolo, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
So they were trying to, they kept testing you.
Yeah.
They wanted to get somebody else on and
yeah, because they were still like, okay, yeah, we like him, you know, we think he's done a great job, but we would like to see other actors and see what, you know. I think Noel G was supposed to read for the part too. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Noel.
Another party. We just had him on, bro.
Yeah, that's the homie right there, man. Shout out to Noel, man. You know,
oh my god,
that fool's always booking me for a lot of shit too, man. So shout out to Noel, yeah. Like he's always thinking about me, man. Like when something comes up, like, hey, bro, I got this part for you, man. Or I got this for you, man. Like, so shout out to Noel G, man. He's always looking out, man. You know?
Well, that's dope, man. It's making the connections and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you end up getting the part, man, and I mean, it took off. Did it go? Yeah, right.
It aired on 2016. It aired, I want to say April of 2016. It premiered on TV Land.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, man, it just changed my life overnight. It was a trip, man. It was just
something
like,
good. I mean, on your resume to have work with George.
Yeah,
Lopez,
exactly, man.
Yeah,
no, it changed my life in a major way, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was a blessing, man. It was a big time blessing, man. Because 6 months before that, I remember I was sitting, and going back to when we were talking about manifesting, I remember I was sitting there at home depressed. I was just like not doing anything. Nothing was really clicking, dog. Nothing was, nothing was really happening. I was getting little stuff here and there, but and I'm just sitting there watching the George Lopez Show, the original one.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was just like, man, how cool would it be to do a sitcom with this guy or a movie, just do something with him,
Yeah.
Like I was a big fan of George, so I was just like, I mean, that would be dope, man. And
that's
I just
tight,
kind of
man.
and like 6 months later, I get the call, man.
Hey, so
Hell
you get invited to his parties, his famous parties?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, we do. We would go to his parties, especially when we were filming the Lopez Show.
Yeah.
He was celebrating every fucking week, man. 'Cause, it was just happy to be back on the air, And,
hey, we made another week.
Yeah.
Party, man.
Yeah, so especially being Latino, dog, in this industry, man. If you can make it from one episode to the other episode without getting canceled, dude, celebrate that shit, man. And that was George's mentality, man.
Hell yeah.
That's George's mentality.
Is that how
man,
your comedy started, or how did that?
Yeah, because I wasn't even trying to be a stand-up comedian, and it just kind of happened, man. Because
you didn't learn to act. You just fell into that.
I just fell into it.
And then now, it's like the comedy thing starting to happen for you. How'd that happen?
I don't know. It's just kind of like hanging out with George, hanging out with Cedric the Entertainer, Eddie Griffin.
Hell yeah.
Like all these legends, man, and just like going to all their shows. Because I was getting invited to all the shows, man. So we were having parties backstage. We were having parties at the house. And
you were security this time.
I wasn't even doing security this time, dog. But it was funny because we were out on the road on there. People thought I was doing security and go, nah, it's just a TV show, man. Because they thought I was his bodyguard and driver. So, so people would see us and it was like, hey, what time does George go? Or what time? And it's like, hey, man, I'm just here having a good time.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
I'm not even working, man. But people would think that shit, man. So it was dope, man. And, and mad love to George, man, and props, man, for because he could have just easily said like, nah, I don't like this guy, or or something. He could have just switched it out, and I'm done, dog. Yeah,
you know the show.
You know what I'm saying? But he gave me that opportunity too, man. From the jump, he was like, I saw it. How our chemistry was from the jump. So big shout out to George, man, because he could have just said like, Chale, I don't want this guy.
Right.
Because he, at the end of the day, he calls the shots.
Right.
Yeah, he's the
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
dude.
He's the man. No, that's his show.
Right.
You know,
That's his show. Yep.
because I saw that side of him. You know, like people always ask me how's George, and I go, dude, George is super cool to work with, and he's dope. But when it comes to business and work, man, like don't mess around, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like go and do your work. Yeah. Because, you know, during, you know, when we're just hanging out, dude, he's like the coolest, funnest dude to be around, man. And he loves to roast, you know. And that's how he is on set. But then when it's time to, like, work, let's get this shit done, let's get it done, man. Yeah, and he don't mess around, man.
But that's kind of how he depicted himself in that show, too, right? In Lopez?
Yeah.
Like, that character was him.
Dude, that was him, dog. Yeah. That was him, you know. And those stories were real.
Yeah.
Just, you know, obviously for comedy purposes, she gets exaggerated, you know.
Right.
But for the most part, all that shit was just real shit, man, you know.
Dang.
So a lot of people took it like it was a real reality show, you know?
That's crazy. But how did your comedy come about, though, dude? Like
after that, I just went through all those comedy shows with George and just kind of picking up on it. But then hanging out with my boy Phil Medina, which is my co-host on the show, the Big Citric show, hanging out with him and a bunch of other comics like Alfred Robles, you know, that's Fluffy's opener. Martin Moreno, you know, I started hanging out with Martin Moreno, which is Fluffy's homie and opener as well. Mm-hmm. So I started hanging out with all these comics, just chilling, you know, and I'm not even trying to get into comedy. I would just enjoy going to the shows, taking my son, because my son loves comedy, you know? Yeah. You know, I mean, who doesn't? You know, laughter is the best medicine, you know?
Hell yeah.
So just going to all these comedy shows, hanging out, and then one day Phil just said, man, just go out there, bro, because they would bring me up as special guests from Lopez and, you know? So I would go and I would just make cameo appearances like that, you know, and just say what's up to the crowd.
Like 5 minutes.
Not even that, like a minute, 2 minutes. Just go there, hey, what's up, you know, and I would get the people laughing and shit, you know, and Phil just started going, dude, you're a natural, bro. Just go out and just start doing it. Like, what the fuck am I gonna say? Just do a 5 minute set. Like, yeah, you know, like, what am I gonna do? Stand there for 5 minutes just smiling at everybody? So, but I would just talk shit, you know, and just in the beginning it was just improv shit, and then like I would have a skeleton of what I wanted to talk about,
right,
and I would just go to do it. I started doing like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just bullshitting, you know, and then it just kind of turned into one day where like Phil just said, "Hey," he goes, "I got us this show. You're gonna do 5 minutes, and it's a guest spot, man." And I'm like, I don't even have nothing written. Well, let's sit down, and we'll start scheming some shit.
Oh, cool,
you got any ideas? And I started brainstorming, you know, and I had ideas already written of other shit.
Right.
And so, well, I would like to turn this into maybe a bit or this, you know. And so he started helping me how to fucking tag shit up and push it together.
Oh shoot!
And then I was, well, it's almost like writing lyrics, you know. But obviously, you know, you got to think comedy. What's funny to you? You know, like what situations have happened to you that you could turn it into a bit, you know?
Yeah.
So it just kind of went into that, and then next thing you know, I had a little 5 minute set, and now it's like kind of turning into like 10 minutes, and
but you know
what I'm saying? So we're just stacking them.
And most of our misery and ups and downs are comedy at the end of the day.
That's what they always say. Comedy comes from pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, you know. So it's been painful for me fucking trying to get into dating. So, you know, you know what I'm saying? The dating scene for me is just crazy. So it's just like, I just talk about that shit, all the bad experiences I've had. Because it's painful. It's not easy for me to fucking date, man.
How do I swipe?
It's like, dude, I started going, you know, I got to a point where I started joining and swiping on arttime.com. That's for old people. That's like Tinder for old people that want to get their fuck on.
There's this new thing on Instagram, on Facebook. It's called Aztec Soul.
Yeah.
What?
Aztec Soul. It just popped up on my. And it's basically where any Mexican female male will go out and they're just like taking pictures. It's like the new dating thing. Watch.
Hey, fool, stuff just pop up.
Man.
It doesn't pop up.
For Tinder, though,
we're gonna find Vic just like this.
Yeah, no. Stuff don't just pop up on your Facebook, bro. It's your algorithm.
Yeah.
You've been searching stupid stuff.
I think so.
Hey, you already know where that algorithm works, man.
Yeah, it catches you, dog. But hey, we're gonna be right back with another break, but we'll be back with Big Citric. We're gonna find out what's going on with some Ghetto Busters in the house. Yeah.
The Nut Busters.
Sleep last night, been dreaming of you. Please hold me tight, 'cause I can't help the way that I feel. I just can't help the way that I feel. Deep in the night, you took my
No Spanish here, man. All right, guys, welcome back, man. Once again, we got, it's good to have Vic back again.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Vic is back again, man. And then we got the Poet King. Finally, it's shortened, the name, the shortened name.
We gotta make it short. We'll make it short.
But we got Big Citric in the house, man. Yeah, and then we got his stunt guy with him as well.
His stunt double.
His stunt double.
Eric A.K. Nugs.
Hey, have they used him
yet?
Have they used him for your stand-in or anything like that?
For
stand-in.
No, not for stand-in.
No?
For background, yeah. He's done a few shows of background and shit.
But yeah, man, if you get a big role, might as well be like, hey, I got my son. I don't need
right.
It's a stand-in.
But I think he's taller than me, though. That's what it is. He's like 2 inches taller than me, man.
Dang, dude. But hey, man, well, before, because you said something, man, I want to talk about it. I mean, how is the dating for you, bro? I mean, what's up, bro? You're on certain things. You're doing your thing. And you don't get no crazy DMs, dog.
Yeah, the DMs are there, dog. It's just weird, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just crazy, man. But I just don't like dating anybody from social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They have a purpose, right?
Yeah, man. It's just. I don't know. I just don't. That's just not my thing, man. But I rarely date. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man, because a lot of times, people are just on some bullshit. And I'm not willing to deal with the bullshit.
Right.
And I need to stay focused on what I'm doing and shit. But you know what I'm saying? The right person comes along, then I'm open to it. But the vibe got to be right, man. The energy got to be right.
So if she's out there right now, bro, speak to her. No, say.
What do you want to tell her?
What do you want to tell? No, say.
Well, first of all, that would be considered social media already. So that's already breaking the rules.
You're already breaking the rules. No, that's cool. You want to be somebody that's like not in the industry. You kind of. Maybe you're eating somewhere or something. Yeah. It's like, hey, what you doing?
But it is hard, right? When you're in the industry and you don't know if
exactly. That's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's trying to get in because of certain things. Because I've had that happen to me, dog. I dated one girl a while back. I'm not gonna say her name, obviously, but she was just trying to get famous.
Karen?
Yeah. We can say her name was Karen. Basically.
Yeah.
This podcast has changed my life, man. I can't.
Yeah, man. So, it's wild, man. And sometimes, like I said, you don't know who's out there for the right reasons, and you know what I'm saying. So you kind of got a second guess, a lot of these women, man, because a lot of them have an agenda.
No, they do.
Have a hidden agenda, and some of them don't have a hidden agenda. Some of them are straight up. I'd rather deal with the straight up ones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because then I could be straight up.
No, of course, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just wild, man. It's just always a hidden agenda or something, man. So that's why I rarely fucking date, man. And if I do, it's because the energy's right enough, like I'm feeling, okay, cool, And if it turns into something cool, if it don't, then,
No, it is what it is.
At least, a lot of times, I've saved, like, good friends with women because that's just the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The energy's right. So if the energy's right from the jump, like, whether it works out or not, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to be good friends with that person,
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So real quick, man, not real quick, but we got to talk about this because if we don't, Danny is going to kill us.
Danny.
Falcon Pictures.
Danny?
But he's in New York,
Pictures.
right?
Yeah, I think he's in New York right now or on the way back from New York and shit.
So okay, yeah.
It's cold up there in New York.
Yeah, it's cold, man. I saw that, yeah.
You're up there. I'm here.
Yeah, him and Deanna are out there, man. Deanna Land
That's
Productions.
cool, man. And then
I think Concrete's out there too.
Yeah, Concrete's out there because he got nominated, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. What is Ghetto Busters, bro?
Well, it's almost like Nut Busters, but just without the nut, obviously. Now, Ghetto Busters is basically a spoof off of Ghostbusters,
Right.
And we're like the ghetto superheroes, Just,
That's dope.
Trying to save one household at a time, bro. It's like, we're hunting the burnouts instead of the ghosts.
Exactly.
But what's cool about it coming out, dude? You guys doing your thing is there's actually another Ghostbusters coming out.
Yeah.
So it kind of promotes you guys simultaneously.
That's another thing. It was kind of weird the way everything just happened like that because that wasn't intentionally.
Well, I just saw a new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Afterlife or something like that.
Yeah, Afterlife.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was thinking about Ghetto Busters.
Yeah.
So like subconsciously.
Yeah. So what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then you guys are gonna be at Comic-Con, right?
We're doing Comic-Con.
Hell yeah.
Comic-Con in LA.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. So they're gonna air episode 1, and then we're gonna do a panel. And just hang out, and just kind of get people pumped up about it, man.
That's so tight, dude.
It should be on Tubi TV,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Tubi.
Yeah, it should be on soon. They said it was supposed to be this last week of November, so we're hoping it drops any second now, you know.
As we're talking, it's like, hey,
yeah, all of a sudden it comes out, man. So
how did you get the part, bro? Like, how did that come about?
Well, because I've worked with Danny, you know, with the Falcon crew on a couple other things they've done, like little short films and other sizzles and pilots that they've shot. Yeah. So I've already known them for a couple of years, and when they started doing Ghetto Busters, I was gonna be on episode 1. I'm not on episode 1, so I'm just letting you know. I don't come into episode 2. When I started doing episode 2 after, but if I would have been on episode 1, you know,
you probably would have got died off at the episode 1.
Yeah, no, I don't know what would happen. But episode 1 is dope, though, man. It's dope, man. No, you know, it's like it makes me laugh. Like Concrete's just hilarious. My boy Ricky, you know, he's comedy, so both of them together, they got chemistry. And then Anisha.
There's a scene where I guess you guys showed a lot where you walk in and he hugs you.
Yeah. That's on the second episode.
Okay.
So basically, and just not to get too much away on episode 2, when I come in, Martin Moreno and my boy Phil Medina are on episode 2 as well, and all three of us are trying to get the part of the next Ghetto Buster, because the first one, you know, he ends up, you know, disappearing, he ends up passing away or something like that happens. But so they're looking for another Ghetto Buster, so they're trying to build a team, you know.
Right.
So I come in as like the third Ghetto Buster.
So Martin comes on in as well.
Yeah, in the second episode, Martin Moreno's on there and Phil Medina.
Okay.
And so they're trying out, you know what I'm saying, but I end up making the cut, you know. Yeah. And then from there, I'm on the rest of the episodes, but that thing was just it was just supposed to be something for YouTube. It wasn't even supposed to get to where it's at now, you know. It was just to be something fun, you know, just something to shoot, something to kill time. And I was gonna be a part of it, but the people I was working with, that was kind of like claiming they were trying to do my management at the time, you know, like we're messing up shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. That's why, you know, they were like, oh, no, we can't have Citric on Ghetto Busters because, you know, this and that. And they're like, dude, I would have been down because, you know, even though there was no budget for it, no nothing. Like, I thought it would have been a fun project regardless.
Hell yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, because when I read the script, I was rolling, you know. I was like, dude, this is dope. And shout out to Freddie, you know, Freddie Falcon, you know, he wrote it, you know, and directed it, you know. So, and there was a couple other directors in there, like Shaggy and from Shaggy Entertainment and I can't remember the other cast, but I know like Jason Wada did editing, you know, Vic Damone did the music.
Okay.
You know, so shout out to Vic Damone. You know, he did a lot of the scoring and the Foley. You know, he did a lot of work on there, man. So, and he did a lot of stuff on Lopez as well. You know.
Oh, did he?
So
really?
Yeah, that's where he gained his experience, man. So that led him to, you know, doing all kinds of stuff, man.
And that's another guy who's real humble.
Yeah,
real humble.
Exactly, man. So, and I've known Vic for many years, man. You know, we grew up in the same area, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, we come from Bowl Heights and everything. So he was rolling with us from back then when we were doing Browntown Looters, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so he was just like fresh out of high school, man. We took him on tour with us.
Yo, let's go.
Like, come on, fool, let's go, man.
He was doing music with you guys back then?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So when that opportunity presented itself, I was able to get him in, with, you know, to do scoring and on Lopez and all that. And,
hell yeah.
And he picked up on that shit quick, man, you know, and so I got to give him mad props for that, man. So now he's doing Foley, you know, which is all the sound effects and everything that needs to be done, man. Yeah. And so, you know, he put a lot of work on Ghetto Busters, man.
So what is your character though? Like who is your character? What are you supposed to be doing?
So my character name is Bob, you know, short for Barboso, I think, you know. Bob is just like a, you know, big lovable guy, clueless fool, you know. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. But he could be a bully at times, you know. But for the most part, he's just a laid back character, you know, just trying to get a job, man, you know. And since they weren't doing any background checks, you know, he got the job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what I was signing up for, you know, but I just like, hey, they were hiring, so yeah. So we go around the neighborhoods, man, and it's crazy because it's called Ghetto Busters, but people think the ghetto right away think blacks or Latino shit, you know?
Yeah,
like, nah, this has to do with, you know, there's a ghetto everywhere. Yeah. You know, there's redneck ghettos, you know, there's just white trash ghetto, you know? Yeah. So we conquer everything, man. So we hit everything. So we're just hitting everybody's ghetto, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's basically what the whole concept of the show is, man.
That's tight, man.
And so it's supposed to be on Tubi TV. You know, look out for it. It's not exclusive there, so eventually it's gonna get to more platforms.
Right? Is it?
Yeah.
How many episodes is it?
Right now they shot 5.
Okay, so
I guess they were trying to do like a small season.
Okay,
it's supposed to be like season 1, but they're already talking about season 2.
Yeah.
So they're talking about like 12 episodes or 10 episodes.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna shoot those all in a row. So we're gonna be working for a while. We'll be I think the beginning of the year. So they're trying to get all that situated.
Hey, if you want,
we won't get you guys in there, bro.
I'm trying to be Concrete's little cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, we're gonna get you guys in there too, man, because I know you guys been supporting this shit, man, and you guys are in the industry too, man. So and we're shooting a lot of it is mostly shot in Madera, but we do some of the stuff out here in LA too as well.
That's cool. Yeah, because I talked to Danny. He's like, well, hell, man, if I'm in charge, dude, I'm doing all in Oxnard and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's far though, bro. Like you're going
in Fresno.
Fresno, out there. And I'm like,
they might shoot some stuff in Oxnard though for the next season.
Okay,
but the majority is shot in Madera, Fresno.
I was like, why, bro? He goes, that's where I live, bro. Why am I gonna come over here?
It's because it's true, dog. It's because he looks at it like, well, they got mad connections over there for all the locations, right?
Right.
So they're saving money on the locations. So that means they can put that money and allocate it more into the production.
Gotcha.
It's cheaper out there.
And get a better production.
Yeah.
Than if they come out to LA.
Yeah, LA's expensive.
LA, everybody's out here, and there's a lot of shit to shoot, but man, it's gonna get pricey too, man.
Yeah, it's pricey, man.
For locations and all that stuff, man.
No, that's cool, man. I mean, I like Danny, dude. That's why I wanted to make sure we he was supposed to be on the show too.
Yeah,
but he didn't want to come. He didn't want to come because
he doesn't like cameras.
He doesn't like cameras that much, man.
But I go, dude, you just sit next to Big Citric.
Kind of shies away from it, man.
Yeah, because I was gonna. He goes, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we have Big Citric, myself, and Concrete? I'm like, all right. He goes, because I don't have to talk. I just sit in the middle of them. And I'm like, what the heck, dude?
Who offers to sit in the middle, right?
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I guess, bro. I go, no, man, people want to hear from you, bro. Goes, I don't like cameras, bro.
He don't, man.
No, but he's a great guy, man.
He's a great dude, man. Everybody from Falcon Pictures is really humble and really, really cool people, man. And
that's dope, man.
And and all the, like I said, cast and crew, man. Everybody, it's just like working with the homies and family, man. So every day on set wasn't even like being at work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it was just like hanging out with the homies and just chilling, dog, and just having a good time, man. And and like I said, Concrete, man. I've known him for a while too, man. Mm-hmm. And he's a hilarious dude, man. And he's the funny, the star of the show, man. He plays Jalapeno. My boy Ricky plays Savio, yeah. Out of all names, right? Jalapeno, yeah, man. But yeah, so and then Alicia Ingram, she plays one of the Ghetto Busters. She's like the secretary for the Ghetto Busters.
Right.
And she's from out there, from Fresno, Madera area, So that, so we get to interact with everybody from out there. My boy Lyrics, he's also, in the show. He's like one of the main bad guys, and he's also.
Wait, you have bad guys there too?
Yeah, well, yeah, those are the ones we got.
I think that's what they're busting.
Those are the ones.
That's what you're busting.
Those are the ones we're
I was hoping to see like Slimer or something.
No. We do need a Slimer though. But yeah, Lyrics is one of the main bad guys, so we reform these guys,
Oh, okay.
So the special effects is dope. We zap them. Everything looks like Ghostbusters, like the zapping and everything.
Right.
Even though our proto packs are not as fancy as theirs,
right?
But the effect is is there, man.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. So what's next with you, man? Like what's going on? I mean, I know you got the Ghetto Busters series, but what else is next with you? You got the you done acting, comedy, music. Yeah. I mean, dude, what else? What's next, bro?
I don't know.
Raising a 6'2", 6'4".
A big old nugget. Everybody was like, hey, why do they call him Nuts? Because he used to love chicken McNuggets when he was young. And then as he got older, he learned how to grow weed, so he was growing some bomb-ass weed. So for a long time, he was growing all my weed for me, man. I didn't have to go to the shops. So they started calling, that's Nugs. He's got the bomb shit.
Shoot, man.
But, so, raising him and, and obviously, he's got 2 kids, too. So now, which are... Right.
He looks so young.
Yeah, I know, right? He's 27, man. So yeah, I got my oldest grandson gonna be 6 December this month coming up, and then my other grandson he just turned 4, huh? Yeah, he just turned 4, dog. So
busy, man, in the regards.
Yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying, and I love him to death, man. And you know what I'm saying, and life is just, it's just one big blessing. We've been through a lot of shit over the years.
Yeah.
A lot of tragedies in the past, in my family and a lot of stuff, but one way or another, man, we've managed to just hang on to this roller coaster and just keep going, man. And a lot of it has to do with my son, man, you know, with Eric, man, because if it wasn't for him, I'd be lost too, man, because without him, you know, like I am lost, though, because he's basically, you know, he does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that a lot of people don't know, you know. And so without him, dude, I don't know where I'd be, to be honest, man.
That's nice, man.
And we almost lost him in 2018, man, you know.
Oh, shoot, what happened?
Yeah, he got shot in the head while driving for Lyft, you know.
What?
Yeah, he got shot. He still has a bullet in there, but he was out. He had to learn how to talk, walk,
what the hell?
Eat, all that shit, man. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He's a walking miracle. The doctors say, man, he's a walking miracle, and he is, man.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy, man.
It's crazy, yeah.
You just threw us the whole girl. Was that wrong? I'm going to hear from you.
Yeah. Still have the bullet, you said?
Yeah, he still has the bullet in his head, man.
Oh, wow.
The doctor said it would have been more damage to remove it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I just thank God every day, man, that he's here, man, and he, you know, he helps me get through life, man. Without him, I'd be nothing right now, man, to be honest, man. So
that's
everything
good,
I do, man, is really for him and the grandkids, man. You know?
Hell yeah, man. Leave a legacy
like,
for
I
them,
don't
right?
really care, you know, like I can live anywhere, man, you know, I can do it whatever, you know, but it's really everything's for him and the kids, man.
That's awesome, man. So is there anything else you want to talk about, bro, before we go? Like anything we didn't ask you?
Man, just check out my website, BigCitric.com. Check out the podcast, you know, on there, you know, or it's on all platforms, you know. And
what's the name of the podcast?
The Big Citric Show.
The Big Citric Show.
Yeah, and then there's another show I do with my girl Abby Nice too. It's called La Buena Onda. It's on Roku TV. You know, you gotta search for it. It's called Buena Onda TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's on Roku TV and I think on YouTube. But just be looking out for stand up. You know, I'm trying.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm trying to focus on a lot of the stand up right now, and so just be focused on that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get him to host one of the shows. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man.
You can host one of the shows, bring your crew, bro, and we'll just tear it out, dog.
Yeah,
See,
man.
the thing here, Citric, is once you come on the show, you're kind of obligated to be part of one of our outside shows.
I'm down.
We're all strategic, brother. We're all strategic.
Hey, I'm down, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. Well, you know, thanks for coming on the show, bro. We love having you, bro. And
whatever we could do to plug or whatever you ever need.
Yeah, just
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you want us to plug something, man? Send us the emails and stuff, man. We got you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
No, we have a good time, man. And Poet King, dude, what's up, dude?
No, I was enjoying this, man. I'm not a part of this the film industry, TV industry, but I'm learning a lot from watching you guys. So yeah, I appreciate that. But
you're part
you ever need a photographer? Just holler at me, man. I got you. Don't trip.
Yeah, he's a good photographer, dude.
Yeah, no, we're always doing shoots and all that.
Come
stuff,
on,
man.
call me. I'm there. I'll show up.
But yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I'm like the little cockroach that roams up and shit.
Start taking pictures.
A little bit.
Just start taking pictures.
But hey, man, until next time, man, we got Big Citric. But hey, man, we'll see you guys next week, man. We out, dog. Hey, everyone. Thank you for watching our episode tonight. But look, don't just watch it. Get connected.
That's right. On IG, YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to like and share, man. We appreciate you guys. This is E-Man from JR and the Crew. Tune in.